This book is The Fairy Who Sings. I'm going to dedicate this book to Adeline. When a new flower blossoms, a fairy is born. But one day, as it blossomed, a fairy was torn. Little Briny Rose had no wing on her right. She was born on this day with no power of flight. Neither magic nor fairy dust helped her to fly. Try as she might, she couldn't soar in the sky. The fairy had spirit which came from within. Briny Rose was determined to never give in. But mean fairy watched with a wry, wicked grin as Briny tumbled and fell in a fast flapping spin. It was fairy named Lavender who was so mean. She said, "You're the worst fairy that I've ever seen." Briny Rose was confused. Then she then started to cry. The fairy was laughing. She said, "You cannot fly." Then Lavender flew off with lightning speed. She sniggered and said, "You'll never succeed." Little Briny ran home as fast as she could, safely back to her house in old Bluebell Wood. As she returned, Briny saw without fail an envelope sparkled. The fairy had mail. Inside were details of the grand royal ball. The scared little fairy now questioned them all. "But what if they stare or make fun out of me? I don't want to go. I'll just stay in my tree." Little Briny Rose really longed she could go, and tears now swept as she really felt low. So to help her forget the restraint of her wing, with a heart full of sadness, she started to sing. Her voice was delightful, a pure, lovely sound. It didn't take long before news spread around. A unique little fairy was hiding nearby, with the best gift of song, but her wings couldn't fly. The fairy folk gathered at Briny's home. "Oh, please," they all shouted, "you can't stay alone. We wish we could meet you, a fairy who sings. It's good to be different. We've not all got wings." Briny Rose looked around. She was cautious with doubt. Creatures and sprites, some with wings, some without. They all looked so friendly, they made her feel good. And she stepped out to play as she wished she could. Then Briny said, "I can see that it's true. I can't wait to be friends, so thank you. You have helped me to see that I need to have pride." Briny beamed with delight as her tears she now dried. Her gift spread quickly all through the land, and Briny's songs were in major demand. "Can you help with the music?" the fairy would cry. "Can you help us keep rhythm to dance in the sky?" She offered her gift any way that she could. She wanted to help because it made her feel good. Briny Rose became glad to be special, unique. Her dreams and her future no longer looked bleak. Briny wasn't the same, but she felt really glad. That mean little fairy couldn't make her feel bad. With help from her friends, she could fly up high too. There wasn't just anything Briny Rose. There just wasn't anything Briny Rose couldn't do. Briny Rose looked back on all she'd achieved. In herself and her wings' greatness, Briny believed. When the king heard the rumours of Briny Rose, "I must meet with this fairy," he said as he rose. The king asked that Briny come to the hall. He invited the fairy to sing for the ball. "Oh, of course," little Briny answered with glee. "Who would have dreamt the king's guest would be me?" As a royal honour, Briny sang for her king. The fairy stopped dancing to hear the girl sing. After Briny sang, she enjoyed the grand ball. She was glad for the strength to attend after all. The king spoke meaningfully with Briny Rose. "You're a perfect young fairy. Your wing from wing to your toes. As your king, I am proud. You have courage and talent." And young Briny blushed as the king was so gallant. "Oh, thank you," said Briny. "Courage is new, as the fairy once hurt me with words that weren't true. But my songs can heal wounds I have gratefully found." The king replied, "Briny Rose must be crowned." "I can't believe it," Briny cried. "Of myself I am proud. I'll never let fear hold me back," she now vowed. Briny Rose had developed a love for her wings. She was happily known as the fairy who sings. The end. Thanks for watching. If you like the story, please subscribe.